gonna look back on your retirement years and say, I wish I would have done so much more. Of course not. If you're like most humans, you want to seize every day and get the most out of life, of course. Unfortunately, having the will and simply just wanting to do that isn't going to make that happen necessarily. But the right morning routine will. And here are a few ideas for you specifically designed for retirement. My name is Cyn Meyer, and my mission is to help older adults like you unlock your post-career passions and purpose so that you can find more joy and life satisfaction during retirement. And the best way that I know how to do this is through simplifying everything and giving you exact micro steps to follow. That is why I want to show you how the first 30 days of your day can either make it or break it. If you're like me, mornings can be a little rough. Sometimes it's a struggle to wake up and get out of bed in the morning, let alone stay motivated to conquer the world and solve all of its problems, right? But it doesn't have to be like that, even if you're not going for solving the world's problems. I am going to share with you a few morning routine tips that will help motivate you to start your day on the right foot so that you can have that sense of accomplishment that you want in your life. Number one, we all know that feeling when you press snooze for the third time in a row and you have to drag yourself out of bed. And it's not just affecting your morning routine, you're also making a choice that's subconscious to be tired later on in the day, which can lead to poor quality of sleep at night. And this is such a pervasive problem, especially among older adults. According to research, the snooze button can have an adverse effect on your sleep cycle. So if you press the snooze button and then you go back to bed, hormones may be released throughout your body that trick your body into thinking it's about to fall into a deep sleep. And what's the result? Feeling super out of it and out of sorts for many hours afterward. So if you don't set an alarm because you no longer have to get up for work, that's great. That pressure and tricking your mind is gone. But it is hugely important to still structure your days just as seriously as when you had to go to work. So instead of making a commitment to a job or some outside obligation, make a commitment to yourself and wake up at a reasonably early hour consistently every morning. Most people need an alarm clock to do that. Either way, the takeaway here is to not press that snooze button. Number two. One of the first things that most people do in the morning is shower. But how often do you take an internal shower? So this might sound silly, but drinking a glass of water is just that. It's a shower only from the inside. And drinking water first thing in the morning has so many benefits, from speeding up your metabolism to clearing toxins from your body and even improving your mental performance. So I highly recommend adding this one to your morning routine because it's a simple, achievable one. It doesn't take that long, and it's a small win that will help you build inertia and momentum starting first thing in the morning. It sets the tone for the day. Number three, if you're not someone who wants to exercise early in the morning, that's okay. I still suggest before you get ready and eat your breakfast, it is a great idea to do some light stretches or even just walk around the house. There are so many benefits to getting your body moving, okay? Including reducing stress, anxiety, sharpening your focus, and there's no harm if you feel like you're just going through the motions. The point is to just get moving. Once that inertia is going, you're much more likely to keep it up than if you were to allow yourself to just wait and get into your own way by thinking your way out of anything, and that's when you lose control of who's in the driver's seat. You start to allow your daily distractions to take over, and they take over your schedule, right? So it's a much easier shift to just get moving and build momentum than it is to wait for that first momentum. Number four, so another way to start your day feeling on top of the world is by doing flexibility exercises. All I'm talking about is just 5 minutes. No need to do anything crazy here. We're still leveraging that physical movement and momentum. All it takes is a few minutes every day for these energizing moves to start making an impact on how you feel, literally from head to toe. And don't worry, you don't have to do anything crazy or as daring as shown in this video. Number five, Mark Twain once said, "If it's your job to eat a frog, it's best to do it first thing in the morning. And if it's your job to eat 2 frogs, it's best to eat the biggest one first." So your frog is a thing that you don't want to do, but you actually need to. And deep down, it means something to you, so you do want to do it. For instance, starting that book that you've always wanted to write, or getting rid of the clutter that's been sitting in your garage for ages. There are so many benefits to starting your morning with a little focused work, okay? By prioritizing the tedious tasks first that mean something to you, that you actually want to accomplish in the big picture, you'll use the rest of your time wisely and set the tone for the day. Again, the way that you structure your morning has a huge impact on the rest of your day. Making your bed in the morning is a chore that a lot of people put off. Okay, and so the reason for this is because it might seem like one more thing that you have to do before you can start your day. But what if I told you that making your bed can actually help make your day better? According to Charles Duhigg, the author of The Power of Habit, making your bed each day becomes a habit that jumpstarts a chain of other good decisions throughout your day. And it gives you that same sense of taking charge like the other habits we talked about. When you think of a cold shower, the first thing that comes to your mind is probably like an uncomfortable shiver that runs down your spine. But that shiver might be worth it because there are some major health benefits to cold showers. Some of them include increased alertness, refined hair and skin, improved immunity and circulation throughout your body. It even stimulates weight loss and it reduces stress. So if all of these benefits still haven't convinced you to take the plunge into a cold shower, I highly encourage you to break it down into daily micro steps and build up from there. So what I personally like to do is I end my shower with a big swing to the cold water side. And when I started off, I started with 10 seconds and then I moved up to 20 seconds and 30 seconds, all the way up to a minute. The energizing results are worth it and you get used to and actually end up looking forward to that big cold rush. Mindfulness is more than just a buzzword. It is about being present and in the moment, and this can be done in so many ways, and it's truly different for every person. But it's hugely important to find a mindfulness practice that is uniquely you, whether it's practicing meditation, doing focused breath work, or yoga. The early morning hours are perfect for mindfulness sessions because our minds haven't yet been overloaded with the thoughts and all the distractions that happen throughout the day. It is hugely beneficial to find a mindfulness practice that is unique to you, that you can stick to, because the self-awareness and impact of mindfulness is so huge on both your mental and physical body. Just 5 to 10 minutes will do wonders for you, and it leaves you restored, energized, stress-free, and super focused, so you actually have intention for the day and do things that mean something to you. It's been said that the first hour of the day is when you're also most creative and productive. So let's use this to your advantage. One of my favorite ways to do this is by starting my morning with a journal. And more specifically, I write down 3 things of gratitude. So journaling in the morning is one of those things that gives your day a positive boost. Starting with gratitude will help you align with your intentions. And it also gets the mental clutter out and improves your focus and your productivity. If you'd like more guidance on what to write about and how we recommend keeping a gratitude journal, check out our video on gratitude journaling. The tips in there are super helpful for people. And here's a bonus tip. This is one of my absolute favorite that has made a huge difference for so many people that I get to work with. So as your mind is waking up, allow yourself to think about something that excites you from the inside out. This is a meaningful mini goal, I like to call them, from which you can take an actionable micro step that day. So more specifically, consider what micro step would be helpful towards achieving this end result, this mini goal that means something to you. And then write it down, hold yourself accountable so that you don't forget this one micro step. It's one commitment. So this goes well beyond a to-do list. That's not what I'm talking about. Most things on your to-do list are not fun things that you love to do. They're things that you have to do. This is an explicit way to be mindful of the activities, the events, and the people in your life that mean the most to you. Those who provide you with meaning and purpose, those that ignite your passions. By writing down your micro step for the day, not only are you committing it to memory, but you're also making yourself accountable. And even if this seems like something small, even if it seems like something tiny, that's great. All you need to do is keep it up consistently every day. You start building on positive momentum. Momentum is so real. It loops every single day until it becomes an effortless habit carried out throughout your life. So consistency is huge. Thank you so much for being here. Please continue us to continue to do our work better and spread our movement, and like, share, and subscribe and comment on this video so that we can collectively drive our mission to help older adults like you live their best life and set an example for generations to come. Bye for now.